Hey guys, we just switched over. We're doing a little static stretching now. What she's gone and done is she's grabbed herself a mat. That's important. You want to make sure that's comfortable. You can see she's placed it under her bottom knee. Make sure at no point you shouldn't feel any pain in that patella, that kneecap. You should want lots of support underneath there. And you're going to take a big stance. You want to make sure that that front knee is either in line with the laces or ankle, or even behind, never in front. Should be able to keep that front heel planted. The back leg position is pretty important too. That's where the stretch is. You want that knee past the hip so that you are actively pulling that hip flexor muscle, which is running in front of the hip around the crest there, if you want to call it a crest. So that bony hip. So what we're going to do from here, if you can, just lift that arm up, Laura. She's going to exaggerate the position, increase that whole fascial line. She's keeping nice and tall. It's kind of critical that you do not lean over in this stretch, because all you're doing by leaning over, if you want to show the wrong position, Laura, if you lean over, what you've done is you've just shortened the hip flexor. You're going to definitely feel that there's no stretch going on here. The taller you are, obviously keeping that back supported and safe, but the taller you are, the more you're lengthening that hip flexor muscle group. So if you want to kind of lean over to the side a little bit, again, she's going to open up a little bit more, but also increase the amount of activation or stretching effect she's getting in her obliques, and maybe even a little TFL. I would say I find that I feel obliques and TFL, which is the top hip muscle on the side, in this position too. So a lot of bang for the buck out of this hip flexor position. And what do you say, about 30 seconds in each position, Laura?
Oh, yeah.
So at least 30 seconds in each position. Then you would switch up, try the other side. And I think, personally, if you have a tight side, and there usually is always a tight side, stick with the tight side until it feels even with the loose side, because you don't want to go through the path of least resistance. You want to make sure things are in balance, which we touched on in our little last article. It would make no sense to keep stretching that loose side while the tight side is just restricted. You'll just end up going in circles. Excellent. So we're going to switch up and show you the next stretch.